Okay, so let's look at Bank Nifty's performance as on the 5th of June 2018. Now, what we see here from this data is that Bank Nifty fell by 0.02% only, which is extremely marginal. This was due to the announcement RBI will make on the 6th of June 2018, which is tomorrow. The open price of Bank Nifty was at 26,263. And it tried to touch the highs of 26,342 or the 26,400 strikes, and we saw that 26,400 strike had a huge amount of open interest as per the previous day's option chain. And on the lower side, 26,069 was the level which Bank Nifty tested. And if you remember, yesterday's data suggested that the put option of 26,000 had a huge amount of open interest. So basically Bank Nifty was range bound, but what I believe is since tomorrow 6th of June the RBI will announce its policy, that's where we would expect a bit of movement. It may be on the upper side or on the lower side. And now if we talk about the performance of the Bank Nifty on the basis of the core stocks, 7 stocks declined today and 5 gained today. So this is quite a desirable ratio of 1:1, although it is inclined more towards the decline. Now let's look at the performance of the core stocks. And from this data, what I can see is that only Federal Bank managed to gain over 1%, roughly 1.17%, and RBL Bank was second in place with 1.03% gain. But on the downside, we saw Bank of Baroda, which fell by 3.04%, and it tested the 52-week low of 125. And then the second highest loser in this case is Yes Bank with a fall of 1.81%. And we saw the volume to be the highest in the counters of Bank of Baroda. So I would recommend you guys to look at the chart of Bank of Baroda to understand where Bank of Baroda is headed. So now let's look at the option chain for the Bank Nifty, and this is the 7th of June expiry option chain data. And if we look at the spot price of Bank Nifty, the spot price is roughly 26,260. So the at the money options for us would be in this zone. So as per this option chain data, what we see is it is mostly similar to what we saw in yesterday's trading sessions option chain data. Here at the 2700 zone, we still have an open interest of 13 lakhs, but the change in open interest here is on the negative side. So we cannot conclude anything from this change in open interest, although the open interest is important. And we saw additions of change in open interest at all the strikes above the at the money option, which is above 26,300 zone. So open interest was added in all these options. And 26,500, here we see the open interest to be of the second highest stance of 8,36,000, and change in open interest is 1,93,000. So this is another zone of resistance for the market. All the other data we see might not act as a resistance zone. If a very good news by the RBI follows, then all these levels like the 26,500, 600, all these levels would be broken and Nifty would head towards the 26,700 zone. But if nothing happens of that sort and market trades before the RBI announcement on the 6th of June, this is where the market will find a lot of resistance, which is at the 26,500 strike. And now if we look on the put side of the data, we see a similar scenario. Here also nothing new to add. What we saw in yesterday's video, it's the same over here as well. The open interest is seen quite high at the 25,500 level, although change in open interest is not that significant. Then this has been followed in all the strikes till the 26,000 strike, which is here. Here the open interest is of 5,72,000 and the change in open interest is of only 22,000. So this is another level of resistance the Bank Nifty will face, support, which Bank Nifty will face in tomorrow's trading session. Now this will be broken if a bad news comes in, and then the market will move towards a lower level of this strike, which is at 25,500. It might face a bit of resistance at the 25,800 level as well, because we see an open interest of 4,11,000. So these are the zone of supports for Bank Nifty in tomorrow's trading session, and the first level of support will come in at 26,000. And I presume that if the RBI doesn't announce the policy by tomorrow's market hours, then this is what the range would be like. Let me just draw the range for you. So the heroes before the RBI policy announces their result is in the range of 26,000 on the lower side, and on the higher side it is 26,500. So this is a very small trading zone for Bank Nifty before the results. And after the results, if it's in the positive direction, then 27,000 would act as a level of resistance, and if it's on the bad side, then 28,000 first, sorry, 25,800 first, and then eventually it will move towards the 25,500 zone. So heroes for the trade, again, 26,000 and 26,500. And now if we talk about the technical charts of the Bank Nifty, I generally follow a 1 hour time frame for the Bank Nifty, because this is how I take my positions in the Bank Nifty's future. And I follow a super trend indicator, I follow a moving average of 26 as an indicator, and the default setting MACD. I do not use any other sort of indicator, but at times I do generally follow the Fibonacci series. Now my super trend indicator gave a sell signal on the Bank Nifty on the 4th of June 2018, and it's still in the downtrend. Now what we saw from the option chain data, our resistance level, the first level of resistance was seen at 26,500, and as per the charts what we see, I will mark my first level of resistance in the 26,540 zone. So this is my first level of resistance. If I draw my second level of resistance, which I feel will only come after the announcement of the RBI policy, is at the 27,000 range. So this is where I'll mark my level of resistance, part 2. And on the support side, my first support would come in at 26,000 strike. So this is where I'll mark my first level of support. And if this is broken due to a bad news or a bad policy by the Bank Nifty, which the market was not expecting, then we will test or move towards the 25,636 level as per the technical charts, but as per the option chain it was at the level of 25,500. Let me just draw the first level of resistance a bit deeper. Okay, so this is what the trading window will be like. The market will trade between 26,550 and 26,000 before the results, and after the results the volatility will increase and it has the potential of touching either this zone or this zone.